The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Nighthawks and the Condors on Sunday night primetime.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, the third of three on this Wildcard Sunday. It's our visiting team and our home team. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wildcard Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about playoff football in the NFL. You can feel it.
Third and final of the games today, this Wildcard Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Third and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here comes the Nighthawks punt team, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, a day 3 pick in the draft this past April.
When they turned his name in on that card on draft night, Mike, I think they knew he had a chance to be something special, but I don't think anybody imagined that it would happen this quickly. I mean, to have your team hosting a playoff game in your very first season, that's not an easy thing to do for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But for them to go from being a nice story to a true contender, he's going to have to elevate his game even more, because on this stage, the lights are brighter, the stakes are magnified. One bad decision could be the difference between moving on and going home. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Condors getting their punt team out there, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Nighthawks offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's enough for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started. Well, that tip ball, I think, just saved a huge play because this offense found something. They had an open target with a lot of room to run, and unfortunately for them, the defender gets his hand on the ball, and that went away pretty quick.
His first catch of the Wildcard game, and good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
His kick is good. And the Condors will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Nighthawks offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Condors offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Now a handoff running right. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to third and 3. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Condors offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Nighthawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on third down. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Third and long. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Nighthawks will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Condors offense ready to get back at him. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They left a man wide open downfield. He's got him. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now he takes off, and he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now a timeout for injury. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Condors will take a 6-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Nighthawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need. After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It's a gain of 12 there, and that will be a 1st down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Can't say enough about how hard it is to play quarterback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Nighthawks will tie this game up here late in the 1st half. So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we are at halftime here in the AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Wild Card Sunday. Again, one more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up an exhilarating 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Condors offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback just has no chance to escape when the offensive line gets beat that fast. When the defensive line can get in the backfield before the quarterback even hits his back foot of his drop, he's got no choice but to just eat the sack and live to play another play.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd and 10. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. He runs with it. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. 3rd and a yard. Now a give on the ground. And I don't know, I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap. He'll look. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Nighthawks. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Kicker. Defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now a give up the middle. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down. going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Here comes 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes the Nighthawks punt team. They'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. His throw left side is complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against a perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's across midfield, and they will finally run him down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Now, faking the give. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's that man again, another catch.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Condor. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now they'll set up to throw.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice game.
Now he'll run. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll run on 2nd down. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be taken down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That first and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a four-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on second and third down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. A toss left side caught by his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to tie things up here in the 4th. Oh, he had the distance, but it doinks off the upright, no good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
And that could very well wind up being a critical miss. I mean, you got to be able to rely on your kickers at this stage of the game. But he can't come through, and this one stays a 3-point game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, out comes the punter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now this team's offense getting set to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Now, 2nd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. Here comes 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Back to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to force overtime. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's gotta have. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. One final play. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Reminder, these rules different from the regular season. Each team gets to possess the football once. After that time, its next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. And all replay challenges come from upstairs. We'll play as long as we need to until we get a winner. As if playoff football wasn't stressful enough, it is jacked up now. We're back underway with this postseason overtime session. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Kicking time for the Condors. The punt team is out there. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Nighthawks offense make their way out to take over once more. Now a first throw here in overtime. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd and 6. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And an Oakland first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. We're about ready now for the punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Condors offense headed back to take over once more. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They bring their tight end right. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
That one complete to Johnson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 31-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25. They'll stay on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. So now a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. And they are moving on. They survive and advance in the playoffs. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. It was as tight a game as anyone could hope for. It took overtime to find a winner, but they will advance in these playoffs. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.